Good morning from Carowinds in Charlotte, North Carolina. We just did the 8-hour drive here. This is our first stop in our 8-park adventure.
Yes!
So I'm gonna include a really cool
this is
shot.
one out of 6 Cedar Fair parks, right? 6?
Five
Cedar Fair parks that we'll be doing.
This is a really cool pavilion area. I'm gonna go ahead and I took a panorama shot before this. I'll go ahead and add it after this. We're gonna go get our season passes activated and head on in. We're gonna take you with us. So we just got our passes.
Yeah.
We're inside the park now. That was really fast processing how
Yeah,
they
they
did
were
that.
really efficient.
So we did it online before we actually got here, and we literally just walked in. They scanned it and it said, "Is that picture okay?" We said, "Yep," and they just.
I had
sign
already
it.
pre-taken my picture, so
Mine
as long
was-
as you take a good non-blurry selfie, it'll be even quicker because they'll just look at it and go, "Do you want this picture?" And then you say, "Yeah."
Because you did
That's
yours
it.
on your phone, right?
Yeah,
I did mine on the
phone.
computer, so I used my blurry webcam. But yeah, it was really quick. We were inside that room for maybe 3 minutes. So we are gonna head on over to Fury, I think, first.
After we take a picture in between North Carolina and South Carolina.
Because yeah, if you didn't know, you can see this white line behind us. That is actually the border of South Carolina and North Carolina.
Separate states.
So we're both standing in separate states right now. See?
So close yet so far away.
So the front area, there's not much to it. It looks like there's gonna be like a Main Street area. There really isn't, especially compared to the other old Paramount parks. You got Burrito Cafe, the Sky Tower there, the observation deck. This ungodly abomination, the world's largest fidget spinner. Great, but I believe they use the games like this for you get like a one-time fast lane. So you can get it on Intimidator, Fury, or Afterburn. But we're gonna go ahead and head on down this way, and you can see it kind of peeking through the trees right there. We're gonna go ride on Fury. The landscaping's really nice in this park. It's got a couple of these really nice covered walkways with the ivy and vines going all around them. It's really nice looking in here. You can definitely tell this is not a Cedar Fair park. It was not opened as a Cedar Fair park, but the new rides that have gone in are very Cedar Fair looking. It's weird how these different chains have their own kind of style. So they got that right there is Vortex. That's their B&M stand-up coaster. There's the star attraction of the park. We got one of these covered walkways. They're really nice. It's significantly cooler in here. Thank you. We got a nice Mack mouse coaster. I believe here it's called Ricochet. They're fun. I like the Mack mouse coaster. We got one of these slingshots here, like old traditional carousel. None of these new fake ones. So this is fun because Hurler is back there, and it's a clone of the other former Hurler, which is now Twisted Timbers. So we will get to ride both the old version and the new version in the same trip, because in 2 days we're going to be at King's Dominion riding Twisted Timbers. Can't wait. If you need your Rainbow Fury emoji poo,
Alright, I've officially reached my limit.
I am done with emoji poos. You can't be upset with this view right here. This angle just looks so good. The sky is beautiful, the colors on this thing just pop. That logo is fantastic. It's such a great ride. So really excited for Fury, and so far today, everything has been a walk-on. So we will only have to wait like one train and that's it. I'm excited. So, just did Fury, 325. We rode it 2 years ago, only one time, that's all we had time for. And because there was like a 30-40 minute wait last time, but there was literally no wait, and we just got on, third row, left hand side, so much speed. It's so fast. A lot of twists, a lot of turns.
Zoom in.
And the few airtime hills that there are definitely are powerful.
Yeah, they pack a punch, man.
I thought we were going to be at the top already of the hill, and we just kept going. I was like, why are we still going?
We're still used to Mako, which is a good...
Like zoom right up and you're over. It was so good. We're definitely going to ride a bunch of times, but I think right now we're going to go ride this wooden monstrosity next door. This used to be, it's Hurler. It was originally themed to Wayne's World, of all properties when it was Paramount. Then, I can never remember the guy's name, but the diner that was in the movie, that was what this was themed to. Then they themed it to Happy Days, but now it's just Jukebox Diner. It's a really nice Coke Marketplace. Yeah, this was Wayne's World, so you can still see the puke little logos there, and those are all original still. And then they used to have the couch and the set was set up over there. It was interesting. It was interesting. It's pretty cool though. I got to see it only one time with the set, and then Cedar Fair got it and got rid of it real quick. So we just got off of Hurler. What is there really to say about Hurler other than the fact that it doesn't really do anything?
It was fun though.
I mean, it's fine.
I
I think it fills the spot of having a coaster, but I mean, there's no real forces except for shaking. But I mean, the ride's not terrible. I've been on worse roller coasters. It's cool. All right. It'll be interesting to see what they did with Twisted Timbers over at King's Dominion, because it was the exact same ride, and now it's been RMC'd. We'll get to see that in 2 days. I'm excited. So right when you leave the Hurler here, you've got a drop tower, which is just a standard second generation drop ride from Intamin. And then if you head this way, you can go into the Carolina Boardwalk area. They've got a couple different rides here. What is it? I think this is Carolina Cobra. I might be Carolina Cyclone. That's the name of this one. Carolina Cyclone. We've got their mouse coaster right over here. What is it? Ricochet. Yeah, it's nice. It's a nice shaded area. It looks nice. So I think we're gonna go ride one of these two rides right now. I think we're split pretty 50-50 on this one. The Carolina Cyclone here. What did you think of Carolina Cyclone?
I hate it. I'm not a fan of aero loopers. I'm sorry. I hate them. I've never liked them.
I really liked it. I enjoyed it. I thought the loops were smooth. The corkscrews were rough, like standard corkscrews, but I enjoyed it. I'm glad I rode it. I know she won't ride it again, but if I feel like it, I might ride it again. Yeah, it was good. So more of the boardwalk area. It's pretty nice. They started doing a lot of the actual IP restaurants. So they got a Sweet Frog, premium frozen yogurt, Chickies and Pete's. They do chicken and crab fries. I think they're mainly famous for the crab fries.
Ew. I hate crabs.
Yes, Nicole does hate crabs. So yeah, they put one of these in over at a couple of the parks now. I think there's one at Cedar Point now. There's one at Dorney Park. Yeah, they got... Oh, no, they don't have... Yeah, they got it. So they're famous for their crab fries, and they got chicken cutlets, buffalo cutlets, cheesesteak, chicken cheesesteak, buffalo cheesesteak, cheesesteak nachos, cheese pizza, white pizza, cheese nachos. I think they just use a crab seasoning on the fries.
Welcome back, Grand Train. How was that ride? Awesome.
So what did you think of the Carolina Gold Rush here?
It was fine. Usually not a fan of those, but it was a good one. Didn't try to kill me. I like the little tunnel at the end.
Yeah, the tunnel was nice.
It's a fun little touch.
It was smooth. You could tell it was an older aero coaster.
It was a classic. It was very classic, and not a whole lot of elements to it, but it was cute. A good like family coaster.
Lift hill, helix, tunnel. That's about it. It was enjoyable. I liked it. Stan Mikita's Diner, or Donuts. Stan Mikita's Donuts, right there. That's what it used to be. Got the whole checkered flag area and all the stuff you want to know about Dale Earnhardt. Because if you weren't aware, Intimidator is actually Dale Earnhardt's nickname. So they actually have, this is a licensed ride. You got a copy of his stock car over there, the Victory Lane. It's a fun little area. Rumors are still though that they are going to get rid of the Intimidator theming and it's just going to be a race theme. So this is Harmony Hall. It's right underneath of Intimidator, and I guess they added this a couple years ago, but we didn't get a chance to go in there because when we were here last time we only had an hour because we got stuck in really bad traffic and storms on the way down here and couldn't get in. Well, we got in, only had an hour, managed to ride Fury and Intimidator, but didn't get a chance to come in here. So we're gonna go ahead and go and check it out. Harmony Hall. I guess this is like a best house style. Here, take a look. Okay. Oh, looks to be, we got a barring over there. We've got, let's see, a stage over there. And we've got all the tables set up. These little tables are fun here. We got food options in there. We'll take a quick look at this board here. One of them is not working, but you got your drink depot, your south of the border, which is quesadillas. Different barbecue options. Italian. I'm guessing here was gonna like probably burgers and pizza. I'm guessing. Beef brisket plate with choice of side. That sounds really good. What were the other options there? Red Rooster Grill and Salad Station. So we'll say Red Rooster Grill is going to be chicken and burgers and french fries, and then they got salads. No pizza. I was wrong with pizza. But south of the border, the brisket sandwich is $12.99. Not a bad price. I think we might actually probably get something from in here. Maybe even a beer. Who knows? So we're here at the Harmony Hall. They have a stage set up and a whole screen and it looks like some instruments. We went ahead and we're sharing a meal today. We got the beef brisket sandwich and a side of, go ahead, and we got a side of beans. This, with our Platinum Pass discount, was like 11 something, so not bad. The meat looks really good and tender. Watching the guy cut it, it was very soft. So we're excited. We just did water. It's nice. It's better to stay hydrated than have a flavor anyway. So we'll let you know how it is. As you can see, I'm just eating away. It's so tender. Delicious. So back here in the corner, they've got a bar area. They've got your typical, beer price is $8. They've also got real TV as well. You can get, Coca-Cola and stuff like that. Let's see, what do they have on tap? That's one that I'm not familiar with. White Zombie Ale, a bunch of beers I've never had before. And then your standard fare over there as well. Huh. Well, that's pretty nice over here. So if there's a game on, you can come over and watch the game. Good stuff. And one of these things here that allows you to all the different types of power cords. Not quick charging though, but they've got multiple of them. So like we use the USB-Cs. They've got 2 of them on here. So you get multiple. You can charge multiple devices at the same time, but it is a slow charge, like I said. but then they have this photo booth. There I am with a great big smile, but it wouldn't let me actually type anything to save it. And then I tried email too. That didn't work either. So, I don't know. Interesting. If it worked, maybe it'd be a little bit better. So I noticed this in the corner. They've got like all the old logos, like even the Paramount logo. And you know, from 1973 to 2015. And this model is made here that showcases the old entrance. So, the old entrance with the old train that they had and everything. Really cool. So it was made by Joshua Taylor Amos, and it cost $1,000, $1,003.45. It's actually really well done. I like this a lot. Just did the Harmony Hall. Food was really good. I really enjoyed it. When they do have shows in there, it's probably pretty cool. There was a really cool like bar in the front area. You can see all these really cool like old like rocking chairs out front. And it's all nice and shaded, really well done. If you want to just kind of hang out somewhere and get some food, maybe watch a little bit of entertainment. What did you think of your brisket?
I loved it. It was delicious.
It's delicious.
Good smoky taste. The barbecue sauce that they use is really good. I think it's just Heinz.
It's just Heinz barbecue sauce.
It's good.
I enjoy Heinz. The beans were good. 2 different type of beans, and I think there was some like onion in there.
And we were able to split it. I don't feel like full, but I feel comfortable.
I feel satisfied. And then when we probably leave the park, we'll probably grab something to eat before we really hit the road. But then, yeah, they have the really cool bar up front with a lot of local beers. Might swing back in and grab one, not really sure. Depends on how I feel. And then they had that cool model in the back corner that I showed you guys earlier. So, pretty cool. If you get a chance, come on in. If it's a hot day, it felt really good inside. And I guess while we were in there, there was some. They do the same fun TV of the queue videos that they play in all the queues here. And then there's a show there. If I can read that sign from a distance, I think it's called Decades Live. I don't know, it's probably just a take on the failed Rock Band Live show. So, all right, we're gonna head on over and check out more of the park. And yes, it was called Decades Live. This is the show times for Sunday and through Wednesday. Friday and Saturday, they do a couple more shows, and no shows on Thursday. Good thing today is Sunday. So, right now, what time is it right now? Right now it is 1:42, so we could have waited around for the 2:30 show, but we might swing back in and check it out later. And then they've got fresh food made to order. I doubt our brisket was made to order because we would have been sitting there for a very long time. So, nice clock, and it's a really nice thing. It's right here in front of Intimidator. It's really nice. Hey, look, it's Snoopy. Snoopy's here. This little area here is nice with the gazebo. It looks like they do some sort of a show there based on the fact that it's roped off and there's things on there. They have a Chick-fil-A over here. It's Sunday, so it's closed. All Chick-fil-A's are closed on Sundays. And then we get the former Scooby-Doo ride, and it's now Boo Blasters on Boo Hill. That's the theme that Cedar Fair changed all of the Scooby-Doo rides to. So I think we're going to go ahead and go do that. Granted, the line is not too long. So I didn't win.
I'm the winner. I kicked your butt.
I didn't win.
I didn't kick your butt. I was winning, and then you came out ahead. I thought you were going to win until the end, but I kicked your butt in the end.
I really like when the dark rides, like the doors actually get hit by the car, and that's what opens them up. It has that classic charm to it.
It felt so nice and old. It was fun.
And it was air conditioned, which today is extremely hot. So
like
that makes it a lot better. We're gonna go check out the Plants vs. Zombies thing. I don't even know what it is. They put it in the old 4D theater where they had SpongeBob, and they've done they had a dinosaur one there, I think, too. I know King's Dominions Theater had a dinosaur one. I don't know about this one. So we're gonna go head on over there and see what the hell it is. 2019 watch. So we got PT Bumper Dodge. I'm right here. We got the Southern Star, Afterburn. Here's the building for Boo Hill. And this whole area back here, this is where the new ride is going to be going. And there's already Mack crates here on site. So it's pretty much, everyone thinks it's going to be a Mack multi-launching roller coaster right here. So this could be similar to what they just got over at Blackpool Pleasure Beach with Icon and Helix over at Leesburg. Can't wait. So we're going to do Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 3Z Arena. I really have no idea what it is. That was me right there. 29,700. That was me. On the plant side. So I don't know if it's just Carowinds or Cedar Fair in general that's doing these like vintage looking shirts, but I really like this shirt. The only weird thing is that it has a B&M on it and it's advertising 1973. But they got a lot of really cool shirts. When it comes to theme park shirts, and you know, I like having it simple. I don't like having a big giant flashy shirt. I like just simple. So we just got out of the Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 3Z Arena. Kind of a mouthful. You can see there's the name of it right there. 3Z
we were on the
Arena.
Plant side. We were plants.
We chose plants. Not at all what I thought. I thought it was going to be the same old seats that they had with like SpongeBob and everything, kind of like the Minions Mayhem over at Universal Studios. But you like straddled a thing, like almost like a bike, and you had a gun and you shot and you had like force feedback and everything, and you were shooting a screen, kind of like Toy Story Mania, and it was very enjoyable.
The arena is split into like two different sections, so half of the teams are, or half of the people are zombies, half of us are plants, and we're like against each other, and then there's like different rounds, and it's a really fun like interactive thing. Like the team members were getting everybody hyped up, everyone was cheering, and the plants kicked the zombies' butts.
I had the high score of both teams, 29,700. You were looking for the golden gnomes, and that's what I spent the entire time doing, was just shooting the gnomes. But you would think there was probably like, how many people? Like 40 people on each team?
Yeah.
And so you would see like a little dot on the screen that had your number in it, your seat number, and that's how you knew where you were shooting.
I couldn't see a thing.
It was good.
I was just shooting away.
I was seat 21, so I saw my 21 all over the place, and I was shooting things. Definitely fun. I know they have another ride similar to it at California's Great America, themed to Mass Effect. Fortunately, can't get out there; it's a little too far away. But I think I'm more interested in that now that after doing this. A lot of fun. We're in one of these games areas. I know parks have been doing this lately. When there's something there and they don't know what to do with it, they just throw some claw machines in it. SeaWorld's been doing it, Busch Gardens is doing it, and it looks like Carowinds is doing it too. But I think I hear what we're gonna go do next. We're gonna go do Afterburn. I really like the way this ride looks. I just got a new paint job, I want to say just a few years ago. And the blue really pops, the silver really pops. It's a really sharp looking ride. They definitely went with the better themed name than the other old Top Gun rides. This was Top Gun Afterburner, and they just renamed this one Afterburn. But all the other Top Guns got renamed Flight Deck, which is an absolutely terrible name. But look at these fun supports. That's a really fun support. And then they actually have a jet. That's part of the support structure. So we're gonna go ahead and go up and ride this. Should be fun. I know I just said we were gonna go ride this, but right now we are not gonna go ride this. They are doing an evacuation of the ride. But that's a really good place for its evacuation. It's quick and easy. Yeah, that's a pretty easy one. One thing I like about this, especially this area of the park, is the verticality. So you can see that midway is down there, and you have this midway right next to it, then you got another midway up there. So you have like this verticality of this park, and you have like a nice little hill right here. And this ride actually utilizes it, and actually goes underground in sections. Pretty cool. I really like how the way this park flows. It's not as large as I remember it. but I'm really enjoying it. This is one of the parks that got one of the Windseeker models, one of the original ones. I've only ever ridden the one at Kings Island and Cedar Point. Not really my favorite style of ride, so I just don't ride it.
I've only ridden it at Cedar Point and about died.
But they really don't do it. I mean, they are visually they're stunning rides, but they're just not my type of ride. I don't really do flat rides or circulars, and yeah, so not really my thing. So I generally hate games areas, especially if they are real aggressive. And this guy right here and the guys over the best wing are really aggressive. Just you hear him? Sorry about the music. Oh man! But he is pestering every single person that walks by. All right, so this is Carowinds County Fair, where the Carolinas come together. This is wings. This is their. They got burgers, chicken, pizza, wings. They apparently have a sauce called Pucker Butt. Nicole matches the doors right there. Yeah, right here it says where the Carolinas come together. Carolinas or Carowinds County Fair. This is the new new area and new rides from a couple years ago. You might remember when Cedar Fair sent some experts over to Europe to go find lightly used or close to retired attractions, and they purchased them and fixed them all up, and they actually put a bunch here. They put some over at the Worlds of Fun. Some of the other parks got them as well, but I think Carowinds benefited the most. They seem to have gotten a classic wave swinger. They got a power surge. They got a troika. Got this nice theming around in the area. They've got a Music Express back there, and then they renamed the Boomerang and got a new coat of paint on it, and it looks good. Nicole's never been on a Boomerang before, so I mean, we're not missing much, but we're gonna go try it for the first time with her. So the Do-Si-Do, or what most people probably call it, Do-Si-Do, is their troika. Zephyr is their wave swinger. Electro Spin is their Power Shock. Is that what it's called? Yeah, I don't remember. And Rock and Roller, with the guitar pick and everything up there, is the name of their Super Himalaya Music Express. We're gonna go ride the Flying Cobras, which is themed to pilots and flying. Should be a Vekoma Boomerang. But enough said. This is actually really good timing. We're gonna walk through the area. So we just got off a Ricochet, and what did you think?
Awful, I hated it. It's the worst thing. I didn't want to do it. You made me do it. It sucked. It was scary, and it took forever to get on the ride.
Their operation.
The longest line we waited in.
Pretty bad. They were loading late. There was a group of 3, and they asked if they could be separate. So they put 2 on one car, 1 on the other car, but didn't fill any of the other seats.
Did you have
so
a full queue line that's
seats.
out in the blazing sun? The answer should have been no.
You pack those cars if you have that kind of situation. I think we're gonna go ahead and go duck inside somewhere and get some water and shade and cool off for a little bit. We still got a couple hours left here, and only a couple more rides to ride. I don't think we're gonna be getting on Nighthawk today, just because it's a Vekoma Flying Dutchman and the operations over there are terrible. Not really the operation, it's just the actual ride capacity is terrible. We're gonna check back with the Vekoma Boomerang, and then there's a couple kids coasters we can possibly get on if we look, but definitely we want to go ahead and ride Afterburn, Vortex, Intimidator, and then ride Fury a couple more times. So we're gonna go ahead and go duck away and cool off. go ride Intimidator, but that's not gonna happen right now. Last 2 rides now we've had to go ride, and it's done this. So we're gonna go back and see if Afterburn's running.
Is that then you can...
So, I really enjoy the Vekoma Flying Dutchman. I think they're very fun rides. I like how they're intense. I like the restraints. I just like the rides. This one in particular though, the very first one, has terrible operations and capacity. So we will not be riding this one today. Just because at that line, if there's any queue at all, that's a wait. And there's a queue. I really like these. They're fun.
I might have gotten some comments. Sorry.
I like that Cedar Fair just keeps going with the Hawk name. So you got Kitty Hawk now too. I really like the logo. It's a good looking ride. So pretty much I think the Dinosaurs Alive is numbered at all these parks. I want to say, was it King's Dominion said this was their last year they're having theirs? Yeah, pretty sure that they're all going to be gone here soon. They can't make that much money for them anymore. But right now we're going to go ride Afterburn because they got to reopen again. So we just rode Afterburn and
I love it.
I knew you would.
I love it. 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 It's so good. I might like it better than Montu. Actually, I do like it better than Montu.
I think
That might be my second favorite.
I like the
That's
layout.
like the Raptor.
Oh, Raptor's a brilliant ride. But definitely, I love the layout of this one. It's a little bit different. You don't have the same pattern that B&M typically follows. And I like bat wings a lot on inverted coasters. I wish more coasters would have them instead of using a Cobra roll.
Yeah, I like that way more than a Cobra roll.
This mannequin is the most awkward sitting mannequin display I've ever seen.
That is not safe.
He's gonna scratch up his legs doing that. It is very odd. I don't know how well this vault door is gonna hold when it's attached to a wooden wall.
Come on, come on, come on.
See? See what I tell you about being aggressive?
One ball there with one large prize.
No,
It's so aggressive.
I won't.
Just throw the ball in the basket
I will not.
and you win one large prize.
Wrong.
Oh, she's a volunteer. I like the theming in the here. It's like on-air dance contest wins WNDC each and every Friday night. I really like this. Bye Bye Lunch by the Whirlin' Hurlers. That's a fun little it looks old and vintagey. I really like these little touches like see you again in 1959. And it just kind of wraps this whole area up together. I really wish I could see it at night though. I think that would be nice. I really like I've always liked the Vortex logo. I don't know, it's just simple. But we're gonna go ahead and head on in there, give it a try. One thing I've noticed is that the park is getting significantly busier as the day has gone on. Most likely because Charlotte is a major city, so there's things that people can do during the day, and then they can come to the park at night. So that's what I'm assuming is actually going on. But I love B&M stand-up roller coasters, and there's no line on this, so we're gonna get on and ride this thing. All right, so we just got off of Vortex, and both of us agree that we both really like B&M stand-up roller coasters.
Not this one.
This one was terrible. It all started with the operations. We got up there, they put us in a row, there was no wait. When the gates opened up, well, before the gates opened up, after the people got off, they release all of the harnesses, and that's typical for the older B&M stand-ups. This is one of the oldest ones. And then all the harnesses didn't open up. So, but they let us in anyway, and then let us pretty much check ourselves for, I would say, a minute and a half before they actually realized that some of them were
So
still
there were like
closed.
3 people standing outside the train.
So they finally opened those up and then let us in, and so we're standing in the thing, and then she was one of the ones that was closed. She was stuck outside the ride. They let her in. They had already locked the height of the harness. So then, you know, they finally got to us. They released it. We're at appropriate height, and then they say, "Is fanny packs okay?" And they asked both of us. Both of the team members asked themselves, the other one, "Is our fanny packs okay?" And you know, we said, "Well, they've been allowed on every other ride here today with no issues." And so they both looked at each other and go,
I don't think
"No,
so."
I don't think so. You're gonna have to put it in a basket." So I handed
And
it to
they
her.
literally were like mute or something. They couldn't even speak to us.
So I took it off, and we were on the load side and the bins on the unload side. And so I say, "Well, can I just have you put it in the basket?" And she says no, and I said, "Well, I can't."
No, she didn't say anything.
She just looked.
Stepped out of the way.
I had no room to actually walk over there to put it in there because I had 2 other people. So the guest next to me, she was really nice, and she said, "I'll put it over there for you." And so she ended up stepping past the guy that she was with, and put it in the basket for us. So it was really nice.
Yeah.
But the team members still said nothing, just finished loading us and walked on.
I'm pretty sure I didn't get checked the second time, but it's whatever.
It's whatever.
That was not a good experience.
We're never gonna ride
Otherwise-
that again. So.
An otherwise excellent day, an otherwise great experience. That one was
We're gonna go ahead and go ride.
a dock spot.
We're gonna go ride Fury again.
Okay.
So, all
I
right.
didn't know that. I just learned.
We've ridden a couple rides and haven't talked about them yet. We finally went and got on Intimidator.
Yeah.
I love Intimidator.
I think it's really fun.
The first half just had lots of speed and airtime, which Fury doesn't have. Fury has the speed, but the airtime's not until the end of the ride. They're kind of opposite.
My thing with them is that I've been like struggling to get the seatbelt on. Like I feel like I had to rush to get the seatbelt on. And then it doesn't retract, and I'm like, what am I doing?
That's a really loud speaker.
Yep, there it is.
We also did.
But I love Intimidator.
We
I
did
think
a
it's a lot of fun.
we did a second ride on Fury.
We did.
We did the
Back
back
row.
seat. Oh, so good.
We were flying.
Oh man,
We were zooming.
that ride definitely warmed up today.
It
That's
was
for
so
sure.
good.
And then we just got
The
off
drop went
of
on forever.
just forever. That lift still is like 20 minutes long. And then we just rode her very first and probably very last
Boomerang.
become boomerang. We did flying Cobras.
And if you look on Instagram, you'll see that I took a boomerang of a boomerang, and that's what's really important to me.
But yeah, it's even with the soft vest and the new trains, it's just not that great. I don't really like going backwards, so it's not my thing. I thought I was gonna lose her on this one, but
Lose me.
yep, just lose you. Thought you were gonna get a little ill on that one.
That was fine. I just got a little lightheaded.
But so yeah,
I feel good now.
we're heading up to the front, and when we get up there, we'll give our final thoughts of the park. So here from Carowinds, where the Carolinas come together.
We're gonna start our wrap up on two different states.
I'll hang out in North Carolina, you hang out in South Carolina.
Here we are.
All right, so overall opinions, I had a great day in the park.
Yeah, there were a couple of like small, minor annoyances or grievances, I guess.
And,
but
I mean, you could also attribute it to being early in the season.
yeah, they might not be in their rhythm completely.
Yeah, I mean, it's still pretty early. The it's definitely hot though. Wow.
They have a lot of cute new merchandise that I'm obsessed with. I didn't buy anything, luckily, because I know that I have a ton of stuff at Cedar Point that I'm going to want to buy. So
Yep, definitely a
I
Cedar Point.
restrained myself. Fury
Good
was
plan.
great. We rode twice, back row. I mean, that drop went on forever. It was so good.
The airtime was ejector airtime on those hills towards the end. Great fun. Intimidator, always a good ride.
Really
Nice
fun.
floater airtime throughout.
Afterburn, I'm obsessed with it. It was so good.
Great
right
layout.
below Raptor for me.
then definitely all the old aero coasters. So you had your Carolina Cyclone. Take it or leave it. If you know, people love those aero loopers. Some people hate them. I enjoy them. Then same thing goes with the mine ride. Their Carolina Gold Rusher. I liked it.
It was fun. I didn't expect to like it, but I did.
They've got their Mack mouse coaster Ricochet.
Hated it.
She's got a couple more mouse coasters to ride this trip that
Hated it.
she doesn't really know about yet.
Zoom in.
There it is. Great. It's so good. Definitely, this whole entrance area is just spectacular. We also did Hurler, which I think I forgot I already wrote it. That's how a Hurler is. But I'm really looking forward to seeing what they did with the Hurler at King's Dominion for Twisted Timbers. I think it'll be fun to ride both of them 2 days apart from each other, so you get a feel for what the old one was.
I'm excited.
Yeah. She finally got to ride her first boomerang.
First.
And it was not good.
It was not good.
It's not a fun ride. I don't like them.
It was okay. I didn't
with those
like
harnesses.
I didn't absolutely despise it. I would ride it again if I had to.
I'd have to say surprise hit of the trip though was Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 3Z Arena. That's a mouthful.
Yeah,
But
it was awesome.
that was great fun. I did not expect that at all, especially something coming from Electronic Arts. But man, super fun.
Yeah, so good. Really fun, great atmosphere, really interactive. A lot of hype going in.
You gotta love this. It just hauls right past us.
Tell you what though, it was really hot today.
Yeah.
So make sure if you're coming around this time that you are ready to go with water.
Yeah, they'll give you free water everywhere. A lot of the stands just had water already ready for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so drink that water. Wear sunscreen. Thank God I brought sunscreen. I would have died today.
If you if you're following us on Twitter at the Park Guides, you know that our next video is going to be coming from Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. Same thing if you follow us on Instagram at the Theme Park Guides.
Yeah, Instagram will be real time.
So we will be
check out our story.
We'll be taking care of that. So I think that's enough for Carowinds today. We've got a drive to get halfway between here and Williamsburg and stay in our hotel tonight. I haven't slept in about 48 hours, so I'm ready for this.
Sounds good. All right, we'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, guys.
Bye.
Bye.